Welcome to a really compelling matchup that almost has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. Today, one of the best running back matchups you're going to see all season long. Two stars colliding here. Welcome to Lubbock, Texas, and the home field of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium. As we'll see a top-5 team in this conference, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. The Bulldogs will kick this deep to get us going. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Now from the tight end. Handoff to the back. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. Early in this season, Kirk, I think you can sense both these teams realize there's just kind of settling into this game.
Oh, just look at the atmosphere today. It's almost playoff-like out there. Both these teams understand what a win could do for them, and the intensity is jacked up out on the field.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. To throw, it's Hammond. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Adversity here. They face a 3rd down in the opening possession. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Snags the quick throw. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Looking to throw it on first down. Looking to scramble. Grab down the middle. It's Smith. They make the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Smith. And here he goes. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. Quarterback had time to look around the entire defense, and just as he's about to get hit, able to check it down to the running back, and look at the big gain. Good job by the quarterback.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
So getting nothing on first down makes it 2nd and goal from the 8. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. To throw, it's Hammond. Looking to the end zone, and it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. Looking for 6. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Well, there's nothing more satisfying for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback that he can trust in these critical areas. Here you are, 3rd and goal. What do? Put the ball in the hands of that quarterback. Whether he runs it in or throws it, you know he's going to make the right decision. Found the matchup, made the throw, and you get a touchdown to open the game.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, and a touchback would have been a better idea. They'll hand it off. Running with purpose. They'll tackle him at the 27.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
He escapes the pocket. It's going to be incomplete, trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. I think he's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Moves out of the pocket. The receiver makes the catch. And he's down right there, but it's enough for a first down. And the Bulldogs will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. That's a design quarterback keeper. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Here's the second down play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Bringing pressure. The short completion of the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Third down play for this offense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking downfield near the end zone. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Big shot here early in the game by the offense, but, man, you got to give the defense a lot of credit. Not surprised at all or caught off guard, but it's aggressive chance by this offense in good position to take that throw away.
So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Needs a completion here on fourth down. On the move now. Using his legs here. Finally make the tackle, but not before he crosses midfield. First down at the 44.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. A quick throw out left, complete. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Well, he keeps it on the option, and it's not always the big play. It's sometimes just getting the first down. He does a nice job of knowing where he needed to go. We got a new set of downs.
The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. Caught. He's wide open. Look out. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there. Press coverage now from these DBs. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Georgia.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All he had to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start at the 25. The first play of the drive now from the 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
And through one quarter, it's been a duel of big-time receivers showing out early in this one. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Looking to pass. It's Hammond. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. They stop him, but it's a 1st down. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. And looking to throw now on 1st down. The receiver grabs it. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
The Red Raiders looking to keep this drive rolling. Looking to throw yet again. He escapes the pocket. Deflected by the defense and incomplete.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Completion makes it 2nd down. And he'll set up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a 1st down and goal.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Pass is incomplete, but a flag is thrown on the play. This one could go either way.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the defensive back, and who is actually going to get their hands on the ball. I can't really blame him for this one, because an incompletion will always be more welcome than an interception.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas Tech. Add 6 more points to the total. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And the running back takes the handoff and brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Some strong run defense there makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 25. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Extending the play now. Across the 40. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. He could go across midfield at the 30 now. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Red Raiders. The defense contributes 6 points.
Wow, that's a risky throw here. It's so close to the goal line. This defender makes this interception, Chris. Sometimes you see a guy hesitate. He might think about taking a knee. This guy didn't. It gave him momentum and the speed that he needed to be able to get to the end zone.
PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. A change of direction. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance and a really nice gain.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Looking for a receiver. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Well, Chris, as you know, anymore in college football, these tight ends are essentially wide receivers. They move them all over the place and try to find a good matchup. They had one. They're just unable to complete the pass.
And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Using his legs on the scramble.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. I'd rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Out of the gun now on third down. Pass rush closing in. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
When a defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback, third down, critical down and distance, do a good job of dialing things up, and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Fourth down, no punt, out of field goal range. They're going for it. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's got it. Enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going. The Dogs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Bit of a risky decision here to go for it on your own side of the 50, but guess what? They make it work. Keep the sticks moving.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Offense sets up for play number 8 on this drive. Send the back in motion. Looking to pass here on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's White. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. Georgia has moved into the red zone. First down, looking to throw the ball. On the move now. The ball is caught. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? The stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Nothing open downfield, so they'll just throw it away.
Yeah, I think that's a smart play. Goal to go is tricky when you're trying to throw it in there. And if it's not there, throw it away and live for the next down.
No gain makes it second down and goal from the 5. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the second quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
PHC is good. They still trail, though. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Great cut. They whiff on him. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer for the 47.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It can be hard sometimes in the pre-snap, but if the quarterback can identify the outside coverage, he can avoid these kind of losses. This was just man coverage on the outside, and the secondary pounced on that screen.
They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. And the Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry up. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. He lets it go on the move. He's got his man in the open field. Touchdown, Texas Tech. Still no answer for this offense.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. The offense trying to cap a really impressive first half, trying to punch it in here and build on this lead before halftime. Touchdown, Red Raiders. This offense really clicking. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kurt.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. The offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking deep downfield to the left. Caught way downfield and still running inside the 20. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. Knocks that one right down the middle.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Well, he safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. And they get him down what will be the final play of this first half. The Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Georgia, 17.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Set to kick this one away.
Bringing it out, it's Smith. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were effective in the first half, but the way their defense is playing, they had better keep scoring here today to stay close. And it's hauled in, catch made way downfield. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
One big play, and the offense has flipped the field. They were across the 50, set up with a first down. First down, looking to throw the football. Makes the catch. It's Williams. They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. First down from the 30.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw, and that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years, guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course,
deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Well, they go with the dagger concept here on this play, but unfortunately the quarterback could not get it to his intended target running on that vertical route.
Following the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 30. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. He's running out of time here. Escapes the pocket. It's a fumble. Defense makes the recovery, a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And the Red Raiders offense is back out on the field now. This game has suddenly gotten more interesting, so this offense needs to be productive here. Quick throw over the middle. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
Back to pass. It's Hammond. Looking to scramble. Deep throw across his body to the left. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously, but I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape, broke loose from the pocket, and put the ball on a string, but he just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Boy, great job here by this defensive lineman from Georgia using his hands and his speed to close in on the quarterback and come up with this sack. And, man, they've had some great ones over the years, Chris, as you know, starting with our guy, David Pollack, who had as good a career in his time in Athens as anybody who's ever put on that uniform. Richard Seymour, a brilliant career with the Patriots, but it all started in Athens. Jalen Carter, just an enforcer up front. Not even throwing Geno Atkins, but a great career in the interior of that Georgia defensive line.
Good job there finding the back, and that angle route, the timing was perfect there.
Yeah, effective third down play to be able to move the chains. I really like the cut there on the route by the running back, getting across the middle of the field. And like you said, the quarterback does a nice job of getting the ball out of his hands quickly to give the back a chance to not only catch the ball, but get the yards for the first down. Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Now it's 2nd down here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Grab down the middle. It's Smith. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
The slant may look like an easy play to defend, but it can be really tough, especially against man coverage, without any help to the inside. If you're the offense and you continue to see that man coverage, they might as well just keep attacking just like that.
No gain on first makes it 2nd down and goal from the 7. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Breaking tackles and going. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas Tech. Work some extra time in the weight room, paying off on that play.
What a job shedding tackles, crossing that goal line. And if you're this defense, you got to focus a bit more on the fundamentals and wrapping up, because poor tackling teams get exposed by running backs like this.
Point after, knocked right through. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. That fumble, the last possession, set up a touchdown. And they bounce here. They've got him on the blitz.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
They're behind the sticks on 2nd and long here from the 12. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Grab behind the line. It's Pringle. Goes down after the catch. That's a solid gain, but still not enough for the first down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Second and 10 now from the 31 after the incompletion. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Looking to throw it again. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Looking to throw it deep. It's caught inside the red zone, still on his feet. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Dogs.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Georgia, 24.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field now. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Dropping back. It's Hammond. Receiver makes the catch. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Short completion there. 2nd down coming up. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Cut quickly. He's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Just a great play here by the corner. The offense completes the pass, but the corner comes up, makes a formed tackle while driving the offensive player back in the process.
Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a first down. Great play.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Smith to the 45. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up under the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The Red Raiders will try to keep this drive moving. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Looking to throw. It's Hammond. He escapes the pocket. Quarterback heading right, trying to create on the move. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
Chris, we're all guilty.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. First down here for this offense.
Let's go.
And he drops back in the gun. Grab behind the line. It's Smith. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Now this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. A nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Turner trying to create good field position. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. On first down, it's play action. Finally decides to take a deep shot down the middle. Oh, the pass is picked off. Could take it all the way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, they didn't give much pressure on the quarterback. In fact, he was back there forever. No one's open, and instead of eating it or maybe scrambling, he forces the ball into coverage, and it ends up...
He's bringing it back. First down, looking for more now. They get him down, but not before an explosive run play on this Wildcat look. It's a first down. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Scanning the field, it's Hammond. Touchdown, Texas Tech. They are pouring it on now.
You talk about being in the zone. This guy continues to make big plays. That's another touchdown pass for the quarterback.
And they tack on the extra point. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
49, Georgia, 24.
Bringing it out, it's Smith. And they're finally able to bring him down. A big gain to wrap up the third quarter. And check out how he's been spreading the football around between his targets, getting everybody involved in this game. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They open the fourth by going to the air. Taking a deep shot here to the right. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Now here we are in the fourth quarter. The offense just trying to come up with something to try to spark this offense to give them a chance at a comeback. Unfortunately, the defense is playing smart. They're sitting back, anticipating these deep throws.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. He's looking deep again. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Now trailing by this much in the fourth quarter, the defense playing smart. They know you've got to take some deeper shots to try to get back into this game with a big play. And the margin of error for this quarterback shrinks with every pass attempt.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Back-to-back deep shots. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Delivers quickly to the left side. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer to the 47.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receiver is past the marker, and a good job by the receiver to know where he needed to go to get.
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Pass is batted away and incomplete, but there's a penalty marker. Did he get there too early? So the PI call, defending the fade in the end zone, will move the ball closer now for the offense. Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now.
Cooler 18. Cool. Here we go.
And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Swarm with a pass rush, a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
The sack sets up 2nd down. There's the snap, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime, get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play, force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds.
Looking downfield near the end zone. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Look out, he's in the clear. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost him.
Gets made on the out route.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And it's a direct snap. The Wildcat look doesn't get much that time. Just a few on the play.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. Tackled, but 1st down. And the Red Raiders looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the 1st down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Offense showing a bunch formation now. Oh, here comes the reverse. Inside the 35. Finding space at the 20. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there.
And now that is a running back's dream. I don't think the guy got touched until he got taken to the ground. It's just excellent blocking. There's nobody he had to make miss or use his stiff arm. Just a lot of open field.
That huge play sets up a great opportunity. 1st and goal just outside the 5. Looking downfield. It's Hammond. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers. The entire unit has been dominant.
Set up for the PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. serious urgency here. Can they score and score quickly? Quarterback still with the football. He's got the first and still going. They can't stop him. QB breaking away. Past the 10. Touchdown, Georgia. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
Well, there it is, Chris. One of the most dangerous plays in college football, the option. What's even more dangerous, as a defender, you have no clue if he's going to pull it, tuck it, throw it. That time, he took it himself, fooling the defense all the way to the end zone.
And the PAT is good. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. And this home crowd ready to celebrate a very satisfying home victory. He gets loose. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there as this clock continues to wind down. This offense has had a great day.
Leaning on the run game here late. The Red Raiders moving quickly down the field here. And that should be enough to secure an upset, at least according to the rankings. This team said, we don't feel like underdogs. We're out here to prove a point, and they have made the plays to get the W today.
I think anybody who's around this football team thought they had a shot, even though they were an underdog today, and they certainly lived up to that. Today was an early playoff type of atmosphere, and this performance should put the rest of the top 10 on notice.
They've got him down, but the offense gets the first down they needed to just run the clock out.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever.
And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Texas Tech.
The coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a and it's a squib kick taken by one of the up men. And the coverage team will tackle him as the clock runs out. That will wrap up this game. Well, this was a stunner. It's going to resonate around the college football landscape, Kirk. This lower-ranked team came in here and said, give us some respect. And they went out and earned it.
Yeah, absolutely.